little less of a than some others. So, we're just enjoying a very...
Fell just a few hours in some parts overnight, flooding homes and causing widespread travel disruption as roads and railways were left underwater. An amber be prepared warning for rains in place this evening for the east of England, London and the south east. Also a yellow be aware warning for East Midlands and South West England until tomorrow. Environment agencies issued 8 flood warnings in detail for rivers in London and Essex, with 45 flood alerts across the south east. A number of rivers in the region have hit their highest level on record over the past 24 hours. Rockford and Essex, one of the worst affected areas, and from their skies, Sarah Hadjibagheri sent this report.
Welcome to the Great British Summer in Rockford. It might be June, but that didn't stop the torrential rain, flooding, swamped parts of London and John.
And it was within 15, 20 minutes after that.
And it seems like it's sewage.
It is sewage. You can smell it, you can see it. If you look on the floor, you can see how dark the water remnants are. It is pure sewage.
Next door, Charlie had started a painful and slow clean-up. He woke up to this. The road outside was a river, and the sofa
what we could all around, but by 15 minutes the wall had grown so much that all our family photos and memories that we kept had just been swept away and just been destroyed. I'm very, very distraught for my nan, my granddad. I mean, they've done so much work with this house and put so much into their garden. It seems like a toxic place.
Amongst the floodwater and the sewage, there's frustration at the lack of help.
What are we paying our national insurance and our tax for and our council tax for? I know everyone's affected, and I'm not saying I'm the priority of the borough or anything like that, but when the road's flooded beyond belief and people are driving through and knocking down fences, then that someone should be here. And when we've still got 3 foot of water in the garden and under the house, they should be able to pump it out. That's what we're paying for.
Last night's storm was caught in all its glory by hand flows. Chaos followed, not just in homes, the roads even struggled through the water. The authorities remain on high alert after an unprecedented 24 hours.
The key for us is that people stay safe and prioritise people over property. If you have family or pets, we suggest you move them upstairs. We suggest you stay indoors where possible.
With flooding becoming all the more frequent, safety is the key. Classic English roads, drowned by a soppy sewage summer. Sarah Hadjibagheri, Saturdays, Rockford.
Home for many tens of thousands of people at Waterloo here. I went in a short time ago and it was chock-a-block in there with many delays on the council as well in places like Exeter and Bournemouth as well. At the moment things are easing up a little bit for commuters, but we're still looking pretty nasty for many. From the lines including Southwest trains that said that they're expecting telling the commuters that overcrowded and delayed services. Southern Rail say they're severely operating a severely reduced timetable as well. Why is this happening? Well, of course, it's because of the flooding on the lines and also because of electricity problems and signal points. Network Rail have got 1,200 people out working trying to solve all this. They said though that things aren't going to get back to normal until late tonight, maybe even tomorrow morning as well. You heard there, Mark, you explained all the flood warnings. It looks like we've got 7 flood warnings from the rivers in London, Essex, 40 flood alerts across the southeast. A number of rivers in the region have hit their highest level on record in the last 24 hours. And it's not just the railways that are being affected, of course. This morning we saw commuters using the tubes affected in London, and the roads as well in the southeast, M25 being badly affected throughout this morning, and it's expected to get worse as those storms bring in more rain overnight. The advice is to check your routes if you can.
Joe, a number of travel did indicate that there had been the weather warnings before, and asking if anything could have been done to maybe prepare the system. I guess a lot of the south and southeastern network has these rails on the ground. The electricity supply is actually on the ground.
Yeah, I think I spoke to one of the people in the network outside there earlier, and they said to me that they're trying to get that away from the lines. I'm sure that sort of thing is in place and everything is that rather. And of course, the signal for failures, the high winds, the rain, they're just things not so high, etc. What's going to problem are that it's not just the rail services as well, the stations are in the very important
Thanks very much indeed. And of course, you'll be bringing your travel update a little later. To other news now, the man's been sentenced to 18 years in prison for the attempted.
Hello there, more downpours are battering parts of the UK as I speak, and again in southeastern parts of England badly affected. Not to be stand here too, prone to flooding downpours over the next few hours. Check out the TV local radio station for all the latest updates. Now specifically, we have an amber warning in force for the London area, flash flooding possible. It doesn't last forever, it moves out of the way later on tonight through the early hours, a few showers left behind, with the heaviest showers actually across the western parts of the UK by morning time. Still a bit of humidity across some eastern counties of England, but the message is that as we get into Friday morning, so these pressure conditions out west will be replacing the humidity. You can sort of feel today actually across the standing in the southeast. Sunshine, yes, and relatively few showers. Most of the showers actually will be across the more western areas, but they'll become quite widespread elsewhere through the days, maybe slowly downpours, so they'll fall down quite deep. Very hit and miss, some places avoiding entirely and having a lot of lovely sunshine. For most of us, it's been quite pleasant in the sunshine.
Alright.
Hello again, you're watching BBC News with me, Ben Brown. The latest headlines for you. It's just turned 7:30.
Hello there, well, as if last night wasn't bad enough, we've got more storms battering parts of the southeast as I speak. Now, no two events are exactly the same. Further blowing down. Over the next few hours, check out BBC local radio station for all the latest updates. And all will be prepared specifically for London hospitals. Doesn't last forever though, the rain moves its way northeast towards as we go to the early hours. It's going to drive some sharp showers over the northern Ireland and somewhat sending pressure from the west, still quite muddy with the rain and night crossing. Within the but tomorrow we'll get sunshine here, but the big wet a lot of sunshine on the change. Will it down that west though, and will become more widespread across some hail parts of the UK, despite the slow moving possibly something down. So here's a snapshot, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, some of these towns really will be quick. Loads so watch out for those. Very hit and miss, very down, some places in the morning. Some plants are very I love the not immune to one or two traffic downpours through the day, but yes, the southeastern and probably see a largely dry right today. On into Saturday, some more fine weather to be had, but again another crop of heavy, slow moving showers around. Ongoing risk of thunder. Winds fairly light, so the showers will be fairly slow moving. And again, around some of the coastal fringes, you'll probably avoid most of the showers and see sunshine, a fresh feel. Now, looking into Sunday, most of the showers will fade away. Actually, be plenty of fine weather across the southern eastern areas, with the front moving into the northwest, for instance, that breaks the rain initially to Northern Ireland and Scotland. So some wet weather developing here on fresh and breeze. Further south, though, in the sunshine, it should be pleasant enough. Quick look ahead to the early part of next week. That front makes its way down towards the southeast. So some rain possible across some southeastern parts of England for a time on Monday. And of course, Wimbledon starts on Monday. So for SW19, through the first few days, some rain, sunshine, but certainly not Watch out for those storms. Again, yeah.
Oh, I will. Thank you very much. 1, 2, 3, action. Take 1, take 4. Roll the camera, please.
With more rain this evening, and some areas could see a month's worth of rain in just a day. One of the worst affected areas has been Romford in Essex, and our correspondent Sarah Campbell has been there for us.
Right, the water here was around a metre deep, and for the small numbers of properties in Romford which were actually flooded, the effects have been catastrophic. Just look at that. This family has spent the entire afternoon taking every single item out of their house, all completely ruined. And the rain keeps coming. Everybody here is hoping that it can't possibly be as bad as last night.
1,000 strikes an hour lit up the night sky in spectacular fashion as the storm system moved up from France. Its after effects were rather less impressive. The torrential rain was too much for the plumbing in this house in Vauxhall in South London.
Water gushing in out of the toilets, both toilets about 2 in the morning, and then yes, as you can see, it rapidly spread everywhere.
This was the scene in Romford early this morning. Crews from across London battled throughout the day to pump the water away from flooded streets and homes. 82-year-old June Simmons was trapped upstairs when the water poured in. When levels had dropped, her daughter Kim showed me around her mother's now ruined house.
Absolutely full. Swimming. I just want to cry. I just want to cry. Because it's going to take so
The advantage we have with flood over our traditional fires is that we're able to predict situations occurring, and we work very closely with our partners to use various intelligence tools to help us predict rainfall and areas where we need to concentrate our resources.
Flooded tracks has meant a miserable day for commuters, with huge queues building up at stations across the region. Drivers didn't fare much better in many areas, with some having to wade to their waterlogged cars.
And there's disruption being reported already again this evening. A miserable morning for commuters and a miserable evening as well. Rail services, including South West Trains and Thameslink and Southern, they're reporting problems. The major railway stations in London, they're reported to be very busy indeed. They're sandbagging here, they're crossing their fingers, but still.